Hey everyone, Scotty Mo's back online. So I just wanted to talk about the grooming gang inquiries. I'm not sure how to title this video. I just wanted to share my thoughts and talk about the progress that the Labour Party have made. In fact, they haven't made any progress at all. There's no major momentum gain. Nothing's been achieved. Nothing's been done at all. And the whole thing has been... it's just turned into a car crash of an inquiry under the leadership of particularly Jess, that despicable, disgusting woman, Jess Phillips, right? What should we do with her? After throwing that emotional tantrum in Parliament, I think that kind of behaviour is just nothing short of appalling. She has no place in parliamentary office. She should never be allowed to stand as an MP ever again after the next general election. And I just think she should stay as far away from this inquiry or any inquiry into any scandal whatsoever. She's the Minister of Safeguarding, right? Safeguarding, more like self-guarding. She's all about protecting herself, her future, her own personal career and financial gains, trying to line up her pocket with that six-figure salary, instead of actually scrutinising to the nth degree the investigation into the grooming gang scandal and trying to put as much effort into delivering justice for the grooming gang victims, for the survivors, as much as she can, as much as possible, and to deliver these perpetrators to justice. What needs to... do you know what? This Jess Phillips lady, right? This despicable woman. She not only has to fix her damn temper, her competency, she's completely incompetent. She has to fix her teeth as well. Does anybody think she looks like one of those witches from Macbeth? It's horrible, god-awful, ugly teeth. Oh, can't stand listening to that woman. I can't stand looking at her. Just looking at her face just disgusts me, honestly. I think that someone like Jess Phillips, and not just her, but many more people, Sadiq Khan, Mark Rowley, anyone who's involved in the cover-up, anyone who is involved in sweeping things under the carpet and trying their best to bury this whole scandal under the mud, they need to be investigated to the nth degree. What happens with Jess Phillips? She not only needs to be sacked, but never permitted into Parliament ever again. She needs to be put in a court of law, trialed and charged for her crimes if the outcome of the investigation is positive, and all of these people who are involved in the cover-up, they need to be investigated too. And if they don't have a convincing alibi to defend their position, they need to be put behind bars. We're not going to let this go. There needs to be a scrutinization, not just of the perpetrators, but for people who were involved in the cover-up. Rupert Lowe is damn right. Any of the parents or partners of these perpetrators, if they stayed silent, they kept their mouths zipped tight, and they were complicit in the cover-up, they need to be deported out of this country. We want nothing to do with you. And people who were in the political sphere, in the police departments, or anyone who's involved, politicians, whatever, civil serpents, they need to be investigated, trialed, charged, put behind bars. That's the only way to do it. That's the proper way to do an inquiry. And as for this inquiry, right, let me just spell it out. This inquiry, as I've said, has turned into a complete car crash. What's the point of continuing it? Scrap the inquiry. Just scrap the whole damn thing. It should not be led by these incompetent, useless Labour politicians. Nothing to do with the Labour Party whatsoever with this inquiry. No disrespect to the survivors or any of the victims, but what's the point of spending wasted money, time and energy, all this blood, sweat and tears to go into an inquiry that at the end of the day is going to come into a dead end? It's going to lead off to nowhere. It's just... all these Labour politicians, Jess Phillips, what they're doing is they're going off on a frivolous adventure, trying to deliver empty promises and false hopes for the victims and the survivors of this most heinous scandal. Why don't you scrap the inquiry and get people like Rupert Lowe? He's already developing his own inquiry, but get people like Suella Braverman. She's talked about it in the past. Katie Lamb, she's delivered that fantastic speech in Parliament talking about the sheer suffering of these victims. It's absolutely awful and appalling. Nick Timothy, he knows about it. Get people who are serious about delivering justice towards the victims and putting these perpetrators in their place, get them together, develop a proper inquiry, and get the job done. Because they'll be serious about it. They'll have the right attitude, sentiment, and mentality to be able to deliver on this inquiry, to get this done, to get it sorted once and for all. Not with this Labour Party. Just scrap the inquiry. And as for Reform UK, Nigel Farage, I know that he's jumped on the bandwagon once again. He's invited that survivor Ellie, I believe her name is. You know, he's just doing it to score points. He just wants all that attention. And shut up, Mercedes. He wants that attention. He wants all of the cameras facing towards him, and he wants to score points just so he can get Reform UK more votes coming towards the general election, because he's supposedly getting serious about the inquiry. If Reform UK were actually serious about getting a proper inquiry done, they would have put their signature, put their names onto Rupert Lowe's motion of inquiry months ago. They don't give a shit about any inquiry. They couldn't give a shit about the victims. Nigel Farage isn't serious about any of these inquiries. So those are my thoughts. Don't listen to Nigel Farage and whatever he has to say, because he couldn't give a shit. He's just doing it to score points, as I said, and garner more votes for Reform UK, because he knows he's fucked for the general election. He's not going to make it to the election, and he's trying his damn best with every possible way to kind of save Reform UK from the sinking ship that they're currently in. And as for every other party, it's exactly the same. The Tory party, Labour Party, they're all the same. They're all trying to do it to score points. They're not serious about anything at all to scrutinise this investigation. Those are my thoughts. Get Jess Phillips out of there. Do you know what she called it? An independent commission. How disgusting the use of that language to describe this inquiry. No, she doesn't call it inquiry. She refrains from calling it inquiry. She calls it an independent commission. She wants it independent from government. What's the point of having an inquiry that's independent from government when the government has the right statutory powers, the right tools, and the right authoritative measures to be able to hold people to account, to deliver justice? It's just absolutely stupid. This woman, she has to be sacked. She needs to fix her temper, fix her competency, and most importantly, fix her god-awfully goddamn ugly teeth. That's my thoughts. That's all I have to say. Leave your comments down below. What do you think about the Grooming gang debacle? This whole debacle is a complete, utter car crash. It's Guardian mode clocking out. Sorry for the rant, but I just had to say it.